Right there. Wait. Yeah. 37 minutes. Anything new iPad OS 16 and HomeKit? We haven't heard anything about HomeKit specifically for iOS 16. Most of the things we've heard about for iPad OS have been revolving around 37 minutes. Have revolved around like multitasking, windowing, things like that. So that's what I would expect. Roy, Brandon, do you use read receipts in iMessage? I do not. Although I do, one thing I would really like to see in messages that I haven't really talked about is the ability to like unread or mark a message as unread. Because there's so many times where I read a message, but I just forget to respond. And it's like 3 days later, I'm like, oh crap, I forgot to respond to this person. But if I would have had something there to leave it as unread or unmarked as read, then I would love to see that, just like we can in mail. Like I would love to be able to do that so I can remember to respond to people. Is the Apple Glasses rumor still possible to be released someday? Someday? Yeah, probably, but not anytime soon. I think that the AR VR headset would have to come before Apple Glasses even get remotely close to coming. Because it's basically going to take everything from the headset and put it down into some thin little glasses. I think that's going to take a ton of time. Like several years. Yeah, probably. Not anytime soon. I think that the AR VR headset would have to come before Apple Glasses even get remotely close to coming. What do you think the iMessage updates will be? It's hard to say. We're hearing that your Apple Store is still working. Apple Store should be down for most people right now. I think iMessage is going to focus on like social media like things like we've heard, maybe some changes to the way we do voice messages. We could even potentially see the option to edit iMessages or unsend iMessages. We've seen that before in a patent, so we'll have to see if that comes. Your boy Brandon with the super chat, nice name. What do you mean when someone becomes a member? Basically, they just pay like a monthly fee. It starts at $1.99. If you click the join button down below, I have a link in the description, or if you're on desktop, there should be a join button below this video, and you can read all about the perks and everything right there. Your boy Brandon for the super chat, nice name. What do you mean when someone becomes a member? Basically, they just pay like a monthly fee. It starts at $1.99. If you click the join button. Let's see. Cowboy with a super chat. Appreciate that. Been watching you for a long time. My wife thinks I'm the iPhone king, and it's all thanks to you. Yeah, I don't tell her how I know. I appreciate that, Cowboy. Thank you. I'm glad that your wife thinks you're the pro now. That's my goal for everybody. Oliver with the membership. Appreciate that, Oliver. Thank you. Welcome to the members only club. I need to think of a better name. Members only club. I need to make it like the Apple. I need to integrate Apple into that somehow. I need to have a name for you guys. Because there's a lot of you guys now. I think there's like 300 and something members. So shout out to you guys. Trying to get to on the road to 500. On the road to 500. Do you think the iPhone 6S will die? Probably. Probably. What opportunities can we have if we join
Mød Lumberjack IPA fra Skovlyst. En øl med masser af smag og en velbalanceret humlekarakter. Brygget på helt særlig humle, der giver en lækker harmoni af sødmalt og humlebitter. Til ølnyderen, der vil...
And then you get different options. So like Brandon Pro, you basically get to use these badges in the live streams. When I switch the live stream over to members only chat, you're going to be...
Someone's talking about boot camp. I don't think that we're going to see boot camp.
Yeah.
What else do we have here? There was the rumor about Apple Classical, the classical music streaming service. Maybe.
Interesting. I'm so unsure about that. Like, I don't see the purpose for having that. You know what I mean? Like, why? What would it do?
Yeah, it seems like kind of a niche audience, and then it's unclear if it would be a separate app or like part of Apple Music. I don't know. Hard to say.
See the purpose for having that. You know what I mean? Like why? What? I mean, we could put it on there. Let's just put Apple Music,
Like kind of a niche audience, and then
just in case. You know, it can be
part of Apple Music.
whatever. You know.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
I mean, we could put it on there. Let's just put Apple.
All done. Love the quick scene changes. Appreciate that. I'm using Ecamm for the Mac, and I'm using the Sony A7 IV as my streaming camera, and I'm using the Elgato Stream Deck to change between scenes like this. No problem, Golf.
iPhone 12. And so we're making enormous progress. And of course, we are using robotics to disassemble older.
Change between scenes like this. No problem, Golf. Called the Apple Den. And basically I mean, it's just, there's like, I forget how many members there are. There's like probably 25,000 people in the Discord. And we talk about iOS. We're going to talk about WWDC. You can talk about random things. There's a channel in there called The Lounge where you can just talk about anything. Nick, welcome to the Members Only Club. There's just a lot of things. It's Discord. It's mostly tech related, but you also meet friends in there and just talk about random other things. Brandon Ultra Pro Max Plus Extreme. Barry, appreciate that. How about calling it Apple Grove or Apple Pit? Yeah, I kind of want to make it something like the club, though. I want to make it something like a form of like a club. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'll think of something. Appreciate the super chat, though. $10, Barry. You're way too generous. I appreciate that. Marie, welcome to the Members Only Club. Welcome to the butcher shop. Okay, that's funny, Scum. That's a funny one. I feel like they'd want to leave. Like, if I told somebody, welcome to the butcher club, they're going to think that they're going to get, like, chopped up and they'd want to leave instantly. Oh, man, that's funny. Marie, welcome to the Members Only Club. Members Only Genius Supporters. Oh, I like that. I like that. That's funny, Scum. That's a funny one. I feel like they'd want to leave. Make the clock bigger for the event so we could see it. It's too small. Okay, I'll make it a little bit bigger. Let's see. There we go. Is that bigger? Is that better for you? Members Only Genius Supporters. I like that. I like that. Let me see. Let me move this one down. I don't know why they're connected. Here, let me unconnect them real quick. There you go. Is that better? Is that bigger for you? Hopefully you guys can see that now. Sorry about that. Brandon Studio Pro Max 5G. Oh, man. Apple VIP Club. I like that, Diablo. I like that. The Apple VIP Club. I like that. See, I'll do something like that. Less than 30 minutes, guys. We are less than 30 minutes away. I'm getting off subject here. I'm getting too excited about you members joining. So since you guys, okay, people are asking me how it works. How it works when you do members only. So this is how. I'm just going to do it real quick. I'm going to go back, so don't worry. Don't everybody leave. I'm just going to show you how it works. This is how it works when I go into members only mode. All right, it should be in there now. I can't even see my own stream. So this is how it looks when it goes into members only mode. So now only like members can chat. I don't even think I don't think you guys have a slowdown, like a message delay. Maybe you do. I don't know. But yeah, that's how it works when it goes into members only mode. And I'm only going to do that when it gets like really extreme, like when something gets announced and the chat is like too crazy that I can't even read. So yeah, I'm going to change it back in a minute. Don't worry, guys. Just giving the members their time to shine and yeah, just taking it in. If you guys have questions, though, ask me. Right, Spooky? A lot of you guys got this for free too. A lot of you guys got this membership for free. Shout out to a couple people actually. Like I think 2 people gifted these subs. So I appreciate you guys. Diablo, I know, gave some. I forget who else gifted them. So I appreciate you guys. You're chatting, so you are, Matt. Hey Nick, is that a Porsche in your thing? I like that. BBVIP, yeah. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I'll let you know on that. But anyway, yeah. So let's continue talking about some of this real quick. Yeah. So we still don't have this taken down. The Mac Mini thing's not taken down. Always on display. Always on lock screen. Obviously Pro for that. So I'm gonna go ahead and close out of some of these because we've already talked about most of these rumors. So I'm a member. I guess so. You may have been gifted it, Michael. Some people got gifted the membership. I think there's 10 people who got gifted. Oliver was the other one? Okay. So Diablo and Oliver are the real 2 MVPs of this stream so far. Oh, is it Supra? Okay. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to close out of some of these now. We've pretty much seen everything. Obviously, we know that Apple's AR/VR headset's not coming today, but we should see something about it. This is the latest report on it. This was from the New York Times. So obviously, if we have New York Times and Bloomberg and Ming Chi Kuo, literally everybody's saying we're not going to see the AR/VR headset, we're probably not going to see it. So, yeah, that's everything about that. We should see some sort of hint at it, but I don't think we're going to see the actual product today. So, and for those asking about the schedule as well, this is the schedule. Literally, it's nothing special. It's everything happens when the actual event starts. Like if you look above my head, you can see 25 minutes till the event. Everything happens then. Like this is a week-long event, but it's only week-long for like people who are actually developers. So basically all the activities, access to experts, all that, it says it begins on June 7th. All that is just going to be important for developers. So you don't need to worry about anything else that's going to happen throughout this week. Everything you care about is going to be today. Yeah, and then this is the main page. Let's see if the Apple Store is still down. I'd be really bummed if the Apple Store just came back up because that would pretty much ruin our chances of getting new, is it back up? Let's go to buy. No, okay, so it's still down. Still down. So Apple Store is still down. Why is this showing? Oh, wait. I've been showing Safari this whole time. RIP. I've been trying to show Chrome this whole time. I just talked about everything, showing the wrong screen. Anyways, yeah, so this is what I was showing. This is where we saw, here, let me go ahead and do this actually. This is where we saw the schedule. Like I said, everything big happens today. Everything else that happens after today is going to be for developers only. So will I only be showing the Apple event or reacting to it? I wish I could show it. If I showed it, I would be banned off of YouTube. So I have to only react to it. But the good part about it is that I'm going to actually install iOS 16 on my device, and I'm going to run through. I'm going to install it on this device right here, my 13 Pro Max. This is going to be running iOS 16 today. I have it all geared up and ready to go. And then after I install it on my device, I'm going to screen share my iPhone to my screen. I'm going to show you guys a lot of the new features, basically before anybody can get their videos out talking about iOS 16. So I'm going to try to show you guys some exclusive features before everybody else, just so I can have it on stream. And I know a lot of people like to go watch the stream and just stay in here for chat. Like they'll mute my stream and then just stay in here to chat, and then they'll come back into the stream and chat after the event's over with. That's what a lot of people like to do. Whatever. Let's see. I was worried that announcements would be scattered over a week. Good thing that's not the case. Yeah, no, all the announcements are going to be today. Everything important is going to be dropped.
And that's been a rumor for at least a year or two, because that's the last Apple Watch with the old square design before they kind of brought the screen out, and that's definitely showing its age now. So
yeah, I put that on there just because we need to fill this board up, and I think that's one that I'm almost begging for. Like I know that it might sound silly to be like, please discontinue a product, but the Series 3 is still getting sold. People are actively buying it, and that's really bad. it's old and slow, and it doesn't do very much, and people will still spend $200 on it because it's the cheapest Apple Watch. So discontinuing it, dropping it, they should at least stop selling it. I know that it might sound silly to be like,
yeah, I agree.
And by the way, we're putting Apple Watch Series 3 dropped. That's
ability to find out if you're an AFib. And I begin to get even more notes from people that found out that they had a problem because of this ability to continually monitor themselves. And so I think the idea of continually monitoring the body, much like happens in your car with warning lights and so forth, I think this is a big idea that has a long roadmap ahead of it. And so all of those things make me incredibly optimistic.
Something like that. How do I get added to the member lounge on Discord? If you all you have to do, if you're a member, all you have to do is link your YouTube to your Discord, and you will be automatically given that role, and you'll be able to go in that Discord channel. So just link your YouTube with your with your Discord, and that's it. Do you know why I can't swipe down on the control center anymore?
Hvis du cirka hver sjette af os går over.
For sure, Diablo, for sure. Thanks to you, we have 5 additional people because you gifted those members. So big shout out to you, Diablo, for contributing there. Which is better, the dev beta or the public beta? They're both the same. I mean, the only difference is that the developers get the beta first, and usually that tends to be more buggy than the public beta. So Apple doesn't push out the public beta until they feel like it's stable enough for more people to actually be running it.
As notifications light up. The problem is, though, what was happening with Samsung is that with their older phones, like the Galaxy, let's say, I think it's the S6, it still had a 60 hertz refresh rate. So it was still doing 60 refresh rates per second on those notifications. It was a bit ridiculous. And I think Apple knew that wasn't a good idea and everything, and they wanted basically a adaptive refresh rate. And as you know, we have promotion on the iPhone 13 Pro and the iPhone 13 Pro Max. So there is a possibility they can do this because they can reduce it down to 10 hertz, so 10 refreshes per second. Because at the end of the day, a notification symbol, you do not need that to refresh more than 10 times a second. To be honest, you can have it 1 time a second. You don't need it to be constantly updating. It's just not needed. So yeah, I think personally, it could happen. If not, it will probably happen in the iPhone 14. By the way, just on that one, there is going to be no iPhone 14 today. iPhones come out September, October time, so no, nothing going to be happening today, I'm afraid. No iPhone 14s. So please, yeah, no questions on that one, because it's not going to happen on that one. But yeah, going back though, so it could happen. But the other question, I guess, if it did happen on the iPhone 14, a lot of people would argue, well, if it's happening on the iPhone 14 and the iPhone 13 has a ProMotion display, well, why can't the iPhone 13 have it, or the Pro models have it? And that's a good question. So there is a possibility it could be now in iOS 16 on that one. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Now, just quickly, guys, before I start talking about iPadOS, because I know a lot of people out there are going to do that, ask questions out, and then we're going to go on to hardware. I am going to get onto hardware, I promise. So what I just want to put into here, I just want to tell you guys, I'm just pasting something into the chat right now. So due to copyright reasons and things like this with Apple, I cannot actually do like a sort of in-picture window on this stream, as it were, coverage of it, because basically Apple will break my fingers off me and I won't be able to make any more videos. So basically YouTube will shut down the stream completely, so I can't actually show it on this stream. So what you'll have to do is open up that link, what I've just put into the chat there, open it up, and open it up on another device. If you've got one available, go and grab one. We've still got some time now. Or if you want to open up in a new window, if you're like on a Mac or something like this. So yeah, so you can still hear the coverage, feedback and things like this. But yeah, it'd be great. So let's now talk about then the iPad OS, and then we'll talk about hardware and chipsets and things like that, I promise. So for the iPad OS, I think last year explained it all really. We were very, very disappointed what was going on with iPad.
Fri bike. Hos UC får du den anmelderroste Samsung Galaxy S20 FE for kun 1409.
Doing it, we just got all this extra cores, all this extra power, and we've got multi-screen, and I'm doing that like that. And if anyone who's using an iPad right now and has used multi-screen, you will know that multi-screen isn't really kind of like a Windows kind of effects, the kind of thing what we get like on Mac OS or Windows computer, or anyone who's used a Samsung with DeX, for example. It's not the same kind of experience, and a lot of us are hoping that we're going to get windowed kind of view. I think that's one of the big things that we need right now with iPad OS, with the actual operating system itself. It's Windows kind of things that you can move around with your finger, or basically you can connect it up to your Magic Keyboard or whatnot and do it like that. Or even maybe AirPlay might be extended to be even better now. So maybe we can actually AirPlay onto a bigger screen, fiddle around a bit more better with that. So yeah, it'll be really interesting to see that. And the special universal control that came out last year as well, see how that will all work with it. Maybe it's like a universal control 2 with that, with making kind of windows you can pull over between both the screens to each other, not just files and clicks and copying and pasting. So yeah, really hoping for that. Now something else what I will also say, guys,